What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and the 2022 midterm elections are finally here. Now, this is huge. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as we're hearing that the number one top concern right now amongst U.S. voters is the state of the economy, stimulus, inflation. What's going to be unfolding with our nation as so many people are still hurting. Now, let me know in the comments down below if that is your number one top concern as well. And what's going to be unfolding with these votings. We've got the Senate up for grabs. The House of Representatives, we're hearing, is turning to Republicans, and over 36 different governor positions are also up for grabs as well. And this is going to be determining the fate of the agenda that's pushed forward as we enter into 2023. Now, let me know your thoughts, and if you want the latest on stimulus check updates on a federal level to everybody in the nation. I did an update for you covering everything as of this month, November 2022, what you need to know on every single level regarding stimulus checks on a federal level for everyone in the nation. What's going to be unfolding with legislation, reconciliation, potential executive orders by the president, where excess funds stand. Check out this video right here if you'd like to get an update on that. And also, I'm keeping you up to date on SNAP, PEBT benefits, child tax credits, Social Security increases as well. Check out the latest updates right here as well if you'd like to see those. But this is all going to be determined. These are all connected to these midterm elections and what's going to be unfolding. So I'm going to be sharing with you the latest headlines, and as the results unfold, I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys stay up to date. We're actually going to be traveling today, so hopefully at the end of the day, I'll be able to get you the results or the following morning. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates as to what's going to be unfolding, how this is going to impact our economy, stimulus legislation, what we can expect to see, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date to see more content like this. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, first off, you guys, you can see here, this is the live results updates. I'll put a link down below if you'd like to follow these throughout the day. You can see there are currently 36 Democratic seats in the Senate and 29 Republican seats, and we have had a 50-50 split for the last session. Now we're going to be seeing if it's going to be swinging one way or the other, and we're hearing that this is still up for grabs. Now, also, in the House of Representatives, we're hearing this is swaying to the Republican side, and governors, as I mentioned, there are currently 36 seats up for grabs. There are 6 Democratic states and 8 Republican. Now, amongst voters, what we're hearing is polling shows that most voters say the economy is their number one top concern right now. Now, the article says that economic issues remain a top concern for most voters ahead of the 2022 elections. A review of recent polling finds, with many also worried about Americans' democratic process itself, but voters' highest priorities are divided along partisan lines. Now, let me know your thoughts. Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? And is the economy your main concern? Abortion rights continues to resonate strongly with Democrats, while Republicans remain sharply focused on inflation. Now, recent polling provides a good general sense of which issues have become the focal points of this year's elections and for whom. But what voters truly consider important and how those concerns influence their decisions is too complicated to fully capture in a single poll question. Now, jumping down to the economy, it says CNN's most recent polls have examined voters' priorities from 2 different angles. A survey conducted in September and early October asked voters to rate a series of different issues on a scale from extremely important to not that important, while a second survey conducted in late October asked them to select a single top priority. On both measures, the economy emerged as a top concern. So even though there are Democrats they're saying that are concerned about abortion rights and other things that they're saying might be priority across the board, it is still the economy, regardless Democrat or Republican, for the top concerns right now. Now, in the first poll, 9 of 10 registered voters said they consider the economy at least very important to their vote for Congress, with 59% calling it extremely important. And in the second poll, 51% of likely voters said the economy and inflation would be most important to them in their congressional vote, far outpacing any other issue. While economic concerns ranked highly among both parties, the CNN survey found a pronounced partisan divide. Among registered voters in the first poll, 75% of Republicans called the economy extremely important to their vote, compared to about half, or 51% of Democrats. And a second said 71% of Republicans were likely voters called the economy or inflation their top issue, while 53% of independents and only 27% of Democrats said the same. The Republican Party also holds an advantage on economic issues. In Fox News polls, voters said that by a 13-point margin, that the GOP would do a better job than the Democratic Party in handling inflation and higher prices. And in mid-October, CBS News YouGov poll, voters were 9 points likelier to say that the GOP control of Congress would help the economy than to say that it would hurt it. Voters also said by a 19-point margin that Democratic economic policies the last 2 years in Congress have hurt rather than helped. Now, let me know your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree Democrats have been in control for the past 2 years? Have you been hurting? I know a lot of people are saying they have. Inflation's at a 40-year high. Interest rates are increasing, and they're saying that things are a little bit out of control. Do you agree with that statement or disagree? Now, also, concerns is the state of abortion. What's going to be unfolding with that? Next up is immigration. Voting, elections, and the state of democracy are also top concerns. Crimes, guns, and other issues as well. Let me know your thoughts, you guys, but people are going to be hitting the polls, and they're saying that that is the current situation, and it's looking like it's going to be a Republican Congress. Now, also, take a look at this, how social media platforms plan to fight Election Day misinformation. Social media platforms, including Meta Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Google's YouTube, are readying themselves for another heated midterm election day. The platforms have various policies about whether they allow political ads and have all created plans to prevent users from being misled about voting and the election. The companies now regularly come under close scrutiny around election time due to their vast scale and the way information moves quickly on their services. Now, as the results come out, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. And as you know, I cite all the sources, put it on the screen, read right from the articles so you know it's the latest and that it is not any information that is contradictory to what actually is unfolding. I just try my best to report to you guys exactly what's taking place. Now, also, take a look here. Here is what to watch throughout the course of the day. The midterm elections 2022, the Senate, House, and governor races to watch this election day. Now, Tuesday is election day. The voters across the country are casting ballots to determine which party will control Congress, who will serve in governors' mansions and state policies in dozens of states. Now, control of the Senate may be decided in a handful of high-profile races in Georgia, Arizona, Pennsylvania. Let me know in the comments down below if you are in any of these states and what you think is going to be unfolding, which drew last-minute campaign stops from President Joe Biden and former presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Now, the fate of the House follows a similar storyline. Republican challengers in Virginia, Texas, and Michigan are hitting candidates over the economy and other issues to gain enough seats to take control of the House. And if Democrats lose control of either chamber, Biden's ability to pass his agenda becomes more difficult. As I've been mentioning to you here on the channel, it is a full Democratic Congress right now. The House, the Senate, and the presidency, which has made reconciliation come to life. But if that flips to the Republican Party, that could all change. Now, in addition to that, we're also hearing governor races in 36 states, including marquee matchups in Arizona and Michigan, will decide who will represent voters closer to home, and ballot questions on policy ranging from abortion to other things and the environment are putting state policies in the hands of voters. So there is a lot unfolding over the course of the day. And as we start to see the results unfold, you guys, I'll be sure to let you know. Here are the matchups in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, New Hampshire, Ohio. There's an assortment of different things. The Republicans flipped the House. Must-watch races in Texas, Virginia, California. I will keep you guys up to date. What's going to be happening is pretty much across the board. And like I said, this is going to be having huge impacts on the economy, stimulus, and everything unfolding. Like I said, as it comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And also, you guys, like I said, if you missed any updates on stimulus checks, check out the videos on PEBT, SNAP benefits. I cover all 50 states and the arrivals. Also, child tax credits, we're hearing this is likely going to be coming back, and Social Security increases have been promised. Keep an eye out for that as well. And also, you guys, if you missed it, check out my son's latest video on his channel. Very proud of him. He did his own unboxing on the Liam and Naya channel. Check it out if you got any little ones. I hope that they enjoy it. Also, if you made it this far, you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. Thank you guys for joining me. If you got any specific questions, Instagram at SteveRam3. And if you want a comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation, check out my website where I compile compiled all of them for states, cities, and counties at www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.